take from them everything!
You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Well, hey, folks, what is up? Welcome on in to the Rogue Squadron on a Tuesday, man. This is an all-star panel we got. We got legit an all-star panel, folks.
Yeah, lock X foils into attack position.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean,
Let's go.
I mean, we got everybody that you could want. Got our boy Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Got the man to myth the blah blah blah. Got the
Guys,
man
spit
to
it
myth
out.
the-
Spit it out.
Spit it out.
Today,
Man.
Junior.
The man, the myth, the legend, the Red Gaze.
What
Because
up?
we all like following the gaze agenda.
Yeah, you got a little gays in your life.
Yeah, exactly. We got the man of the lily pad himself, the gay frog, Jed.
Not on this one, though. The other one, not this one.
It's neither confirmed nor denied at this point.
Not on the...
It could just be bi-curious frog.
I'm not a bi-curious.
I don't know about that.
What's wrong with that?
we got my favorite co-host from the Pegasus Actual Podcast on Thursdays, and that be Zach, aka Brightest Day.
Hail rogues, hail chat, hail fandom.
And
Yeah.
you got, of course, the biggest tree-loving
Adventure
rogue of them all.
You know, it's not praising anymore. It's not like, oh, look, it's the rogue leader or anything like that. It's all this fucking tree humper. Hi, guys. I still love this. Fuck this panel. No, I love everybody.
You're a tree historian.
I don't have enough wood glue
In
for
the
that
forest.
Guys are getting a little naughty with the tree jokes.
one. Hey,
You too.
I can appreciate a good dad joke.
You too.
look, making that supercut of that stream hurt me physically, Wes. Don't make me do it again.
We can be a little sappy sometimes.
Yes! Yes!
Come on, guys. Just leave Walton alone.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Sorry, Biff. Sorry, Biff. Sorry, Biff.
I can't wait for these guys to see their way out.
Y'all need to stop barking up the wrong tree, okay?
Oh, God.
Same jokes. It's the same
All
ones.
right. All right. All
It
right.
was a little different with mine, I thought.
Yeah. What? Very, very witty of you, Wes. I like
Yeah,
it.
see, Walton said that you were going to have a panel, and he thought it was going to be a lumber panel, and that's why he jumped on.
Next time, just keep it going. Everybody was like, all right, let it go. But no,
Are
he's
we-
like, oh, I sense it time.
Yeah, come on, guys.
well,
Let's go
we
back.
can-
Let's go
we
back
can,
to the glory days of coffee
We
enemas.
can always,
Okay.
we can always, you know, we can always make enough 2x4s to build a house, you know. But as I would say, you know, as far as the rest of the panel goes, we've got ETEP, the People's Champ.
Red 7 checking in. Photon Torpedoes locked. The People's Champion of Rogue Entertainment, the Fandom Collective representing. And I am extra pissed off tonight, so get ready for a tirade very soon. I'll save it, though. Hail this chat. You guys are amazing. The Rogue Entertainment chat is on fire every Rogue show.
Best chat on
You
YouTube.
see this chat, it is the best on YouTube. In this panel that I am blessed and lucky to be a part of with all these wonderful folks up here. If you're not subscribed to their channels, I don't know what you're doing with your life at this point.
Oh man, hail to, of course, one of the my closest friends in the entire community. And
Why'd you have to clear your throat before you said
We
that?
just-
I'm actually scared for who you're about to introduce.
we did
You're one of the best people on YouTube.
Man,
We
man
just
love always
had-
chokes.
No,
him.
we just had a great stream just a couple hours ago. Myself and of course Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast. So, thank you, sir.
Absolutely great to be here. Wow, what an amazing open. I think I feel like the Dean's scream seems somewhat inadequate now. Brevity is the soul of wit, but I it's like all fucking pumped up after that rockin' introduction.
Yeah, and
Did I get the vice principal's approval?
and of course one of the most gifted artists that I know, one of the nicest folks around this community, and a really that's a really gifted fellow with his wit and his impressions, and that is Vinny Tartamella, aka Vinny Art. Great to have you, sir.
Hail, brother! It's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm sure we're going to be unleashing some rage tonight. We're going to have a tag in with ETAP and Alex Jones. I got my documents here, and we're going to go off the global list.
And for God's sake, don't forget the Fauci, because it's no Christmas.
Fuck Fauci.
It's a big week for Fauci.
My name.
You got a
I
documentary.
personally don't see nothing wrong with it. They should take Christmas and they should just get rid of it. Fuck your freedoms. Screw your life. Just get your vax. Do what the vouch tells you. Do what the Arnold tells you. Get in the chopper. We will be back.
Are you
Fauci's got a
telling me? Are you
documentary
telling
this
me,
week.
Doctor, I get no presents for Christmas?
No presents.
I want you to find the good doctor and send him out the airlock.
Well, you do get gifts. You get boosters, you get prayer candles, all with the Fauci's name on it. I'm gonna give syringes to the kids that have my face on it as well. Fuck Fauci.
Oh man, we have a great show for you tonight. Of course, as you guys know, those of you that watch the stream with Wes Moody and I, we did cover the Facebook whistleblower, and we will get into that. We're going to lead off the show talking about the Facebook hack, and we will also discuss the whistleblower a little bit and get into a little bit of that, and then we'll move into some of what's going on as far as current events and everything else. We're also going to get into the nice meme that is going around that is sweeping the nation called Let's Go Brandon. So we'll definitely get into that because that is awesome. And of course,
I love chanting that. Fuck
no,
Joe
dude,
Biden.
yeah, let's go Brandon.
Let's go Brandon.
One of my neighbors has a "Let's Go Brandon" flag. It's actually really
Dude,
nice to
it
look
is.
at. every
Damn,
morning.
already.
It's sweeping the nation. What can I say, man?
Oh, I got a
You
funny
know,
one for you, too.
so we'll get
Mike-
into that.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say there was a street, one of the street signs that light and flash up in the Bronx on the highway where when they go like, oh, the road is gonna be closed from like 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And it kept flashing between that and the Let's Go Brandon.
Nice. Yeah, we'll definitely have to play the Let's Go Brandon clip because that thing is fast becoming legendary.
Yeah.
And that is that really did become a legendary meme. I love that thing.
Didn't hear see anything here.
But yeah.
Kids, huh?
So let's get into our first topic, and that is, of course, the Facebook hack. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't use Facebook a lot. I barely ever use Facebook. I haven't used it heavily for a number of years because simply because of the Chinese ties to it, everything else. It just bothers me, and I always felt that Facebook was compromised. I only have it to keep in touch with extended family, and unfortunately, things like old high school friends and things like that. God, I found out how old I am as people I went with to high school are like, hey, let's organize our 30th reunion. And I'm like, holy shit, am I really that old? But that is that's the only reason I keep Facebook around, to be quite honest, because everybody I talk to of note and hang around with is either on Twitter or amongst a greater YouTube community. And most of us that network heavily, and those of us in Rogue Entertainment, we all know how to get a hold of each other offline as it is anyway. So it's really not a need. But for a lot of people, and we made this point on Wes's stream, around the world, in some countries other than the U.S., Facebook really has a large influence in their political ecosystem, the whole 9 yards. And, it's sad to say that, but that's the truth. And for it to go offline yesterday was actually catastrophic to a degree to some of those places. But, I wanted to get your guys' take, and we'll go around the panel on the Facebook hack yesterday. Was it intentional? Was it to support this whistleblower's narrative that Facebook needs to have stronger, quote, standards against misinformation and radicalism? I don't know. What is your take? We'll start with you, Tommy.
I think it was probably intentional. I think a lot of people are just getting tired of what Facebook has always been doing, what they've been doing for a long time. And it's kind of flown under the radar because nobody's been really paying attention until the current, time. where they notice that information is being scrubbed, information that is important. I think this was definitely intentional, and you know what? I don't think it could have happened to a nicer company. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah. Gaze, what do you think? Was this intentional? Was it an inside job to support this whole thing of more censorship?
I definitely agree with fuck Facebook. That's a good question. It's kind of hard to tell anymore, and it's strange because it's this day and age it's usually not hard to tell. It's usually pretty obvious anymore. They don't hide their intentions anymore when they're doing shit on purpose. But yeah, this one I don't know. I mean, my hope is that there's hackers out there that might have done the job. That means we might have a fighting chance when it comes to the internet. So that's a good thing.
That was my first thought. Possibly it could be white hat hackers, but the more I think about it now, I think that it was a preemptive to support this whistleblower stance of adding a new layer of censorship. What saith you, Jen?
Okay, well, I was discussing it with some gentleman yesterday. I think, yeah, if you go, because I was watching Crowder this morning too. He goes, go and look at it. They're making a big deal about this. They're like putting that person right in the spotlight. I think there was several reasons why they did this, to put out some of the information that came out, along with, hey, trying to get away from some of the real information that people do know is out there. So just be careful. Like, the person that barks the loudest most times is, you know what I'm saying, Drew?
Absolutely.
And it was a little bit too convenient, because after a lot of the stuff came out yesterday, Facebook just went off the face of the map. You couldn't find it on the internet. All of them.
Well,
they were
it
all
wasn't
gone.
just that. It was Instagram and everything that was tied to, because, as we pointed out last night when we were on All On Comics Division stream on Yelling at Parked Cars, and we were discussing it, when all that stuff is tied together, it almost rolls like a domino effect, like a cascade failure. So it knocked out a ton of things. So,
And it wasn't. And here's another thing. As I was doing a little research last night, it wasn't just Facebook. There was other things that were getting knocked out last night too.
Yeah.
Everything that they own.
Yeah.
Instagram, WhatsApp, and something else.
Yeah.
I agree with Korean. Like, there was some more shadier stuff going on. That this was their chance to, hey, let's do this. So people,
Well, let's before I get the rest of everybody's opinions here, I just want to make sure that we acknowledge our great folks in the chat this evening. We've got, of course, I know that we had Lopter that stopped in earlier, and of course Janet from Another Planet's here. I know that Tina Bojan's here. It's great to see the ladies. Macklin Made It is here. Soul Assassin, great to see you. George Peter Gatzis, great to see you, buddy. The Authenticator, Dalton, great to see you in the chat, my friend. Thank you so much for being on last week and throwing your 2 cents worth in. We had a lot of Dick's Division representation last week. We had Dalton and we had Sir Talks-A-Lot on. Keck 44 is here. Keely Chow is here. Great to see you. And he's saying, what's up to Ito?
Let me give it to him. Hang on. He's the Phantom Menace Ultron because he's everywhere at the same time. And you know what Ultron was? There are no strings on me. There you go, Keely. He gets one of those every stream because I see him in every chat. I love that dude.
Yeah,
Keely's awesome.
Yes.
Supremacy, of course, is here. Of course, we know that Tony, our boy, comrade, Root Korean, the bass is here, who is not Korean, by the way, but that's all right, Tony. You can culturally appropriate. Yeah, you can culturally appropriate me anytime, bro. It's all good.
Self-identify.
Hey, comrade.
Soul Assassin loves the shade being thrown at Walton. Man.
Well, with trees, there's a lot of
with many trees comes great responsibility.
And
leaf and let die. Right?
Hail to our boys from the Cotton Connection, and hail, of course, to our pal Snow Dub. What's up,
Absolutely.
dude?
Hashtag Rogue Cotton.
Absolutely.
Hail Snow
Yep.
Dub. What's
Yeah.
up, bro?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Hail, brother.
that's right. That's
What
right.
up? What up?
And yeah, I'm very, very happy that we have so many great folks in the chat. Jace Fox is here. Great to see him. Also, Chris Fisk, hail to you, my friend.
Hail,
Yo,
my
brother.
Hail to you.
The artist formerly known as Resvagram.
Yeah, Resvergam. Yeah, and he's working on a comic. That's right. Oren Alteris, what is up, my friend? You know, and a big shout out to Oren Alteris. He's got an insider that works in Hollywood, so he is kind of keeping an eye out for BSG news for me, and I really appreciate that because, you know, being a journalist working for Bounding, you know, following BSG is one of my purviews, and you know, Oren, I greatly appreciate the info that that you throw my way. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're caught up with the chat. So greatest day, Zach. What was your take on the Facebook hack?
I think it's classic misdirection. I think if you look at the timing of it, the expanse of the damage, you know, how, because, and as you alluded to earlier, Facebook is almost infrastructure level in certain countries. It's integral to communication where like no phone lines exist. It's too pervasive. It got too much media attention to be anything more than a distraction from something else we weren't seeing, whether that be the whistleblower or something else entirely, completely inside job.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I want to say, by the way, a big thank you to Wookie and to also to Lasso of Truth, to Trina for modding this evening and keeping any potential trolls at bay and just doing a kick-ass job.
Say thank you to everybody in this community that's been supporting each one of these channels, man. Thank you guys
And
so
of
much
course,
for being here.
Macklin made it. Great to see you as
Hail
well.
Macklin.
Yeah.
Stephen, what did you think of the Facebook hack? What did you? What were some observations you?
I mean, I honestly didn't think much of it. I actually thought what Brightest Day just said is it must have been a distraction from something else. Because Facebook, like he said, is very integral in many different countries. I mean, we use it constantly. I'm using it constantly for promotion, even though, but you can see how over the last few years it's been used more and more as a tool to control the flow of information. So, I mean, if this was a hack to try and take them down, I get it. I get it. I can't post a single thing on Facebook without getting a warning about this might be a half truth. I posted a meme that showed the dude storming Normandy and said real men in this year. And then another one of somebody wearing a mask and hide behind a seat that said men in 2021. And I'm like, and they hit me with this is a partially factual, warning or whatever the hell it is. Like, are you serious? It's a meme, for God's sake.
Oh, they're serious.
Yeah.
Every time I post something or an opinion about the vax, I'm sorry, Ita. Here, get your COVID official, CDC information, Facebook approved by fact checkers. Don't know what the hell they're talking about right here. So, I mean, if it was an intentional attack, good. Let him get it. Well, we talked about a story about 2 weeks ago about a guy who embezzled Facebook for like $1 million by sending them false bills. This is a giant company with a lot of weak spots. It's as fast as it's grown as globally as it is. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, I actually agree with Brightest Day. I think it was just a distraction from something else.
Oh, I agree too.
Yeah. Etep, what was your take on it?
No, I first of all, as somebody who spent 5 out of the last 7 months in Facebook jail, fuck you, Facebook. You motherfuckers. Zuckerberg, you are a disgrace to everybody, every fucking Hebrew on this planet. Fuck you, you sellout cunt. Fuck you. Fuck you and every... But that hack, that's PSYOP bullshit. That's bullshit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like I heard somebody use the phrase sleight of hand, because that's exactly what it was.
Smoke screen, know.
They're running. That's running interference. It's just bullshit 101 right there. That's all it is. And Facebook it's a data gathering tool, and we've all bought into it.
Absolutely.
And honestly, and I you might think I'm joking about being in Facebook jail. I do. I will be out of Facebook jail. Like, I've been out right now for like 3 days, and I already got put on warning. I got put on warning in a in a fucking Michael Myers Halloween group because I said the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. I said nobody wanted to see white trash Michael Myers. Just so every 5 minutes, excuse my language, Rob Zombie could use the dialogue. He could say, his character could say fuck or cunt every 5 minutes, and he could try to make his wife look hot. It's like, bro, I've been to.
I didn't like them movies either, bro.
I hate
so
it.
I'm right.
But because I called it white trash Halloween, I got put on warning already.
Wow.
Because I said white.
You know what I said?
White trash.
You know what I said about that movie, ETEP? The first one, the second one never needed to happen. If they would have took the first one and they would have left it with him being in the damn asylum and ended with him going to escape, I think it would have been fine. But the minute he tried to rewrite the original one, that's when I had a big problem with it.
But Facebook is, man, it's ridiculous. The amount of control and you can see the one-sidedness to the way they hand out their suspensions and they dole out their punishments, you know, on us plebs who dare. And so those of you who don't know, you know, in the chat, probably everybody here knows, my wife had to get the jab yesterday, and today I posted a picture on Twitter. I stuck a fucking magnet on her arm and took a picture. It's not a fucking joke. It's not photoshopped. Somebody on Facebook. It's real. I'm not kidding. So yeah, she's okay right now.
You share that image, by the way.
I will.
I'll go ahead and I'll share it on the screen.
And of course, the picture I posted of my wife. My wife has been hit with a COVID sticker, of course, because God knows you can't you know. Do anything. That's a fact. You know,
you can't even use the word COVID in a post without getting the sticker.
Nope.
It's immediate.
Yeah. So there's the picture right there.
Well, I
mean, you got a sticker. No, go ahead.
I want to shout out our viewer here, Robbie Bottom. He says, I shared a meme saying sex is better with emotionally unstable women. No fact checkers corrected it, so I don't know.
Bro, it's the best. Let's be real. You know, crazy is the best.
Hail to our boy Mackany Draws, and y'all make sure that we're subbing to Mackany's channel, folks. If you
Mac has what, like, a little over 300 hours left before you get watch hours.
Yeah.
We need to get that up.
Make sure we watch and check out his content and everything else. So, let's get Mackany to the finish line.
Yeah, share links out from Mackany's channel, please, guys. I'm going to throw in the chat.
And Rudy pops in. What up, Rudy? I remember seeing you in the chat on Comics Division's channel. Great to see you, buddy, and appreciate you being here. Rudy says, hi, all. First time watching live. Saw a lot of you on the Dick's Division.
Shout out to Comics.
Nice. Yep, that is Comics for sure.
Yeah.
If Tina says, if crazy is the best, my husband won the lottery.
Hail the sister.
Hail Tina. All right. I love you. Let's go ahead and share ETEP's image here. This is what he was talking about, folks, and this is 100% real. This is a magnet on his wife's arm, and he's showing you right here. This is legitimate.
Yeah, I'm not in the game of bullshitting. I don't sell fucking cars anymore. This is the woman I've been married to for just over 10 years. We've been together for almost 12. And
she's never been magnetic before.
No, she's not. If she turns into Magneto, though, I'm telling you what, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna go over to Zuckerberg's house and fuck some shit up.
At that point.
But really though, this is legit. It was the Moderna. Is that what Moderna? Or Moderna, whatever it was. That's the one she got.
Okay.
So yeah, it's this is legit. So yeah, that's what we're just kind of, you know, she took, you know, she's a federal employee, so she took a couple days off, and she's like, I'm not going back to work. You know, she's like, you owe me some admin leave. You know, but she legit, like, today was like not feeling good. You know,
I mean, this is stunning here.
Yeah, I feel like that's not normal.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, that is stunning. But these are the types of things that they don't want people to see, because this absolutely just takes a narrative and shatters it in 1,000 pieces, and they don't want that because they don't want the true info to get out. And you know, getting back to the topic at hand, the Facebook hack, I want to move over to of course the great Wes Moody, which we just did that stream. And Wes, any particular thoughts or anything that has crossed your mind since we covered that? Or
well, you know, I think everybody had some good takes on it, and the main take that everybody has is that it's not what it appears to be. So I have a slightly different take than the panel, and my take is this: the whistleblower is a fake and a phony. The whistleblower is AstroTurf designed to get people the elites have seen Project Veritas, and they're seeing how people are responding to whistleblowers, and so they're saying, this is how we get people to buy into censorship. We'll trot out this whistleblower, and she'll advocate for more censorship. And I believe the hack is related to that. I think the hack is basically, I think the hack and this whistleblower is the deep state telling Zuck, look, man, you need to be censoring more. You're not doing enough. You need to be censoring more. If you don't censor more, we're going to destroy you with publicity, and we're going to destroy you by hacking your company. And this is the deep, and Mark Zuckerberg, not a good guy. So this is the deep state talking to another deep stater saying, hey, man, you need to get a little bit more closer to the agenda on the censorship.
Wow.
Or we're going to send you some messages.
Right.
Brightest
agree
day
with
or
that,
spot
Wes.
on. Warning shot.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And finally, we go over to Vinny. What was your take on it?
I do agree with Wes. I think this is some kind of some op that they're pulling. There's a lot of bullshit in the air, but I also believe that they did this shutdown on all those platforms. Again, they're all connected because they're going to change the algorithms, and they're going to be harassing people a lot more, just clipping them, kicking them off, putting them in suspensions, and they also want to take more of our information and give it to China. I think all this shit is connected. I think it's real fucking dirty, and we'll get a little Alex Jones on you. We know that little shit Zuckerberg. He's a great grandson of some big fucking money. All right, he's a scumbag. He's tied in with the globalists. This is all the agenda. They're trying real hard to just murder us all. All right, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
you know, and
Infowars.com.
Exactly.
I think it's
And,
banned up video now, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah. The cool thing that we got, by the way, I want to share, of course, one of the cutest kids that we have in the community, and that is Mini Tap.
Come here, man. Mini Meat Tap's here. He wanted to say hi to a couple friends. Say hi to the
Hold on, little
panel.
man.
Hi,
Hey,
buddy.
Mini Tap.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
What do you got?
What you got?
A Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Nice.
Nice.
Say,
I thought it was a gremlin
nice,
for a
bro.
second.
Look at Vinny's got his Mario. He's got Mafia Mario up.
Mario!
It's the me.
It's a me.
Mafia Mario.
Do
I
it.
know where the bodies are,
Mario,
Daddy.
it's me, Luigi.
There it is. There it is.
All right, buddy. Say goodnight.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Mini
Good
Tap.
night.
Good
Night, Trey.
Say goodnight to the panel.
Night.
Alright, guys.
Hey, don't forget something, Trey.
Say it. Say the line. You know it.
Oh.
Do it. Do it. What?
Help me fold this up.
I'll fold it up. We'll go off camera. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Say
Good night.
hail to the
Bye,
chat.
Hail to the chat.
Yeah, thank you. Hail to
All
the
right, buddy.
chat, indeed. What a great kid.
I'll be back momentarily.
All right.
Future nth generation YouTuber right there.
Yeah, it is. That is.
Absolutely.
He's already born for the camera. All right. Look, we got a meme that Gay shared for us. When you have been telling people for ages that they'll engineer a global crisis to enforce martial law and create a worldwide police state. And I love that picture, Alex. That's just great, man.
It's the best.
Oh, God.
Got
that
one
just-
more for you if you want.
Oh, yeah. Shoot it over, man. All right. One more meme. This is Bob. Bob isn't vaccinated and apparently has superpowers that enables him to infect and kill vaccinated people while preserving his own life. Bob is selfish.
Please send me that.
Can I have those powers? Can I have
I love Bob. Bob is a wonderful person.
Bob is my new fucking hero. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
seriously.
Nice,
Like,
dude.
my kid's out of earshot.
Gaze, that
I'm
is
not
the
that
next
bad of a
level
parent.
meme. I love it. I love it, dude.
Just stumbled across it. I can't claim it.
Oh man, that is great. But yeah, you know, to move on to our next topic of the evening, and we get into the Facebook whistleblower. I don't know if many of you have seen, you know, when Wes and I did our stream about an hour and a half, couple hours ago, we got into some of the, you know, clips. This woman went on 60 Minutes, and Wes, I don't know if you have a couple of those handy, a couple of the really good ones. But
I want to find the one where she talked about how she lost a friend to online
oh,
conspiracy
dude,
theories.
yes, you can find that.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was like shaking my head.
But this woman went on with Scott Pelley of all people, and we know that guy embellishes. But you know, she was just laying it on thick about how you know, Facebook didn't make enough of an effort to quote police harmful rhetoric and extremism and blah blah, all the favorite buzzwords of the extreme left. Okay, and she's just going on about it, and she's advocating for more censorship, but at the same time portraying herself as a victim. And mind you, this woman previously has worked for Google, has worked for Pinterest, which is another one that is a woke sellout. And it's just, I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious.
So
but,
she's a tech thought, is what you're saying?
Dude, yeah, absolutely. But
she's an obvious plant.
Yeah.
She is.
Plant.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like this propaganda would make Baghdad Bob look like fucking Walter Cronkite.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Right, Wes?
Yeah, Resurgam asked, how does one lose someone to online conspiracy theories?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Look, Chris, if they get too deep into these online conspiracy theories, you might end up in a park somewhere and you might accidentally shoot yourself in the back of the head 15 times. You know, ask Vince Foster. It happens. It happens, you know? I mean,
and sometimes they can't even recover the gun.
No,
Really
which is odd. If somebody shot themselves, you'd think the weapon would still be there, because where's it gonna go? Did it have legs? And was it one of these magic guns that just happened to like accidentally, just the magic gun was walking along one day and it was like, hey, I don't like you, bop, you're dead. And it was like, blame that gun, that evil, scary. And the worst thing is, most of the time, they're black guns. Those are the most terrifying.
Let's not forget about the files that mysteriously disappeared and reappeared in other places. That's a little bit weird.
Right, files, everything. You know, it's like
were they wiped with a cloth?
File walking is like gun walking. They're basically, it's one's tech and one's like something you can actually, you know, physically feel, but they're both equally as deadly, apparently.
So I'm sharing that clip of the whistleblower talking about how she lost her friend to online conspiracies.
It's the offline conspiracy theories you got to worry about.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's what is just so maddening about it, because again, they're just trying to suppress truth, and I really I made this point earlier, but I really think that the reasoning of all the psychological operations, and ETEP, I'm sure you could see it, Wes, you could see it, Gaze, you could see it, and all of us here on the panel could see it. It's the thing where they know that most American citizens, most of us, and that includes all of us here in the chat books, you know, you guys we all have weapons to a large degree, and we can mount a resistance very quickly.
I'm holding one in my hands right now.
And they dislike that, and they also fear it. So what's the next best thing to do? they're going to attack you psychologically and attack
Yep.
your brain.
They've been doing that
Classic
for
Bernays.
years. They've been doing that for years, and we let them do it. We let them do it. This is the problem: is we have let this happen. If you like I said, if you it's such an old saying, but it's so true. If you sacrifice liberty for security, you deserve neither.
Mhm.
You deserve neither.
Mhm.
You've given your inalienable, God-given, that are supposed to be inalienable rights away for false sense of security from people who don't care about you, who would rather see you dead because it's more financially profitable for them for you not to exist, because that allotment of resources can then be moved to somewhere else and be reallocated. And this is what we're up against right now. Why does Bill Gates own more farmland than anybody else in the United States?
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's-
Why?
The biggest
Why?
thing that they've done, though,
Why?
ETEP, is they've used fear. They've used
Yes.
fear as a weapon to be able to scare people into their way of thinking. And it doesn't really just end with like people that are getting the vax and everything like that. It works on all these social media sites too.
Oh, absolutely.
You either fall in line with us, or we're going to boot you off this platform. Or like what YouTube does, we're going to take away your subs, we're going to take away your comments, we're going to take away your views, we're going to take away your monetization, and so on and so on. This is what they do. They scare people into the right thing. And more people than not are so weak nowadays that they're not ready to stand up and fight back and say, no, I'm not going to accept that. More people want to just get in line and say, look, I don't want to be an overbearing problem. I want to just, I just want to go about things normally. Because that's what they think is normal.
Yes.
Well,
And
they
now
don't
the
even-
weapon of choice, of choice are the fact checkers, and has been for years. Let's create doubt. Oh, they can't be espousing that opinion. That might be too close to the truth. We're going to fact check them and
Hold on, and excuse me, they proved that the fact checkers are a bunch of fucking nut jobs, especially for the election too. They found these people with their weird sexual habits, the money that was being dumped into their accounts.
Yes.
They're just crazy people, and they literally they're the fact checkers. Yeah, look into who the fact checkers are. It is insane.
I interviewed one of them.
And who they're
Wes,
funded by.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wes interviewed one of them for sure. Wes,
Yeah,
go
that's a
ahead.
great interview. You should catch it on my
where's the
channel if
link?
you
Can you put that link in the private
post
chat,
that link.
Wes, and I'll throw it out there.
Yeah,
okay.
Wes, go ahead and set this clip up and play it, please.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this is the Facebook whistleblower talking about how she was inspired to want to promote censorship because she lost a friend to online conspiracies. Rest in peace, friend.
Frances Haugen told us she was recruited by Facebook in 2019. She says she agreed to take the job only if she could work against misinformation because she had lost a friend to online conspiracy theories.
I never wanted anyone to feel the pain that I had felt. And I had seen how high the stakes were in terms of making sure there was high quality information on Facebook.
She looks like she's missing a chromosome.
So
I was going to say.
Jesus Christ, man, the jaw on that shit.
Oh my God!
Why the hell does she
God.
look like Arnold?
I mean, why does she have?
Jay Leno have an illegitimate child?
I mean,
Crowder said she looked like Draco from Ghostbusters.
wait a
No.
second.
Here's what I want to ask: when the hell did the great Khali get a sex change?
You could cut a loaf of bread with her jaw. Jesus.
Man, the bite force that lady must have, man. Look, I'd be afraid of that lady because that's one of them broads that can bite the balls right off a bull, man. I'm telling you right now.
What's to say
that
she
scares the
hasn't?
absolute shit out of me.
Look
They
at
could
that.
bite the branch right off of Walton's girlfriend.
Oh!
By the way, dead giveaway that this is fake news. It's on 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
CBS, baby. CBS.
Well, I mean, I mean,
Disney
Vinny,
owned, right?
yeah, I mean, Jesus, how long has it been since 60 Minutes jumped the shark? I mean, good God, they jumped the shark a long time ago.
Nobody believes.
Well, I think it's very compelling that they brought Jaws back from that 007 film, and this is wonderful that they're doing that. It gives hope to everybody that's looking forward to the next 007 movie.
Gender bender, all of the characters.
Well, when they went and they took 60 Minutes and they put people like Anderson Cooper on, you kind of knew at that point where they were going with it, because we definitely know
Well, he's a Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Exactly.
They passed those kids around. One jumped out a window.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I've uncovered the mystery of how her friend was lost to online conspiracies. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Maybe we can get to the bottom of it together.
Hillary.
So I lost a friend to online conspiracies, and so there you have the dead friend with a syringe and a bottle of bleach.
All right, that's perfect. They can blame Trump again.
Yeah, or maybe it was this. A gay frog, death by gay frog.
Fuck you, it's true.
I lost
Was it
a
from
friend-
Jersey?
Frogs are poisonous regardless of their sexuality.
And he's dressed like Alex Jones for some reason too, which is a little weird.
Don't drink water in Jersey.
Is that frog in blackface?
Double.
That
whammy
frog
there.
looks like it's in blackface. We have a problem here.
Or it could be this horse paste, death by horse paste. She lost her friend to online conspiracies, ivermectin overdose. Consult your doctor.
Did you hear about Pfizer-mectin?
Yeah.
It's
Or
real.
Oh yes, I did hear about it. Yep.
Pfizer-mectin is what they called it. And guess what? The pills are over $700 a pill. I wonder
Well,
what
of
this
course
is
they
really
have the
about.
patent.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, wait a minute. What you're telling me is that the big pharmaceutical companies, you're telling me, Cleveland, wait a minute, I'm still on camera. Hang on a minute. I can't do it like this.
Don't boom it.
No, you gotta go over here. Here's Cleveland. All right. So you're telling me, a black man from Stool Bend, Virginia, that these big pharmaceutical companies are overcharging for medications simply based out of greed? They're not just giving this stuff away for pennies on the dollar like they actually could?
Well, absolutely.
It's greed?
Everybody knows ivermectin's only like $3 a box or something. So we got to charge it, a lot more money. Inflation. Because if you want to live, that's what you have to do. But guess what? You're still going to die because I'm forcing the vaccines regardless.
Hey, Dr.
Pfizer-mectin
Fauci.
doesn't do anything.
Dr. Fauci, I got a question for you. You want to make my blacks make moan, bitch?
Well, this is why we target the dark
Someone
skins
cue
first.
Christina Ricci.
They're very violent.
Don't make me come down to that bottom square.
You're going to come down real low. I'm down in
don't
hell
worry.
right now.
I've got practice. Hey, I tell you what. I tell you what. This ain't Rocky. The black guy ain't losing this time. I float like a butterfly and stings like when you pee, Fauci.
It always stings when I pee. Again, down here it's very, very hot.
Oh,
So yeah, and then finally, her friend was mobbed to death by gay frogs.
Yeah, that's what it was.
This is true.
You could see him
Okay.
crying right before he died.
What about the Tide Pod challenge? Wasn't that on there too?
Man.
With the bleach and ammonia chasers.
Everybody
Good
knows
template
it.
of that meme.
Why can't they introduce the carradine challenge? I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for
Dasani
the Bob
water
Crane,
is
the Bob Craney
packaged.
carradine challenge.
The Dasani water is
Well,
packaged in New Jersey. That's why it turns everyone gay.
I saw something a couple weeks ago that backed all this up. They actually censored one of the scientists that was responsible for bringing the version of ivermectin that's used on people, Nobel Prize winning, if you ask Mr. Jones, for use on people, censored him, saying he's not an authority on ivermectin. The guy that worked on it, helped invent it. Yeah, not an authority.
Yeah, they can't help themselves. They are so fucking twisted and sick. It's just change the narrative. Just change it completely. Erase it. We don't like it. Erase it. Who just tweeted it out? Erase them. Send in the hit squad. It's
Literally
fucking ridiculous.
It's like they treat reality like it's a fucking dry erase board. That's it. It's like, wait, what was that? No, nope. This doesn't go with it. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
What did we just do? Nothing here. Wait, stimulus package. Here's $800, you plebs.
Yeah.
Here, take that. And everybody's like, oh, I bet you took that money though. I mean, seriously, it is. It's like them. It's like the Royals on top of the tower, just throwing out shekels, just throwing shekels out.
Basically, quick, Jen Psaki it up.
Oh, Jen, so Like I said, do I have to sing the song? Do I have to sing a few times?
Well,
Been
no,
around
we
that
could circle back to that.
I ain't no circle back girl. I ain't no circle back girl. Fucking Zuckerberg and drag is what she is. That is Zuckerberg with the wig on.
I like that one, Jen.
That is
Oh,
Zuckerberg with the wig.
He's like, hey, everybody, give up your rights for a Krispy Kreme donut.
Speaking of funny stuff today, guys, I gotta show this clip because this came out on Twitter about an hour or so ago. Man, this was absolutely hilarious, man. You know, just when you don't think that you haven't seen enough hilarious Joe Biden clips, look at this one. Let me play this up because this is great.
Oh, we can't get enough of Joe Biden.
It's better than my butt's been wiped.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one.
In the 1920 in that area, they went from state to state convincing people that allow them to put 20,000 gallons of gasoline under the ground. They didn't want them around. But parenthetically, when you build a charging station, it's like back in the day when my grandpa worked for the American Oil Company back in the turn of in the 1920 in that area. They went from state to state convincing people that allow them to put 20,000 gallons of gasoline under the ground. They didn't want them around. But
He doesn't really know where he is and what he's doing, does he?
He's in fucking Howell, Michigan, which oddly enough is one of the headquarters of the branches of the Ku Klux Klan in Michigan. There still is
strange coincidence, huh?
He's visiting friends.
Biden was like, he was like, I heard Robert Byrd was here. Shit,
The best part was him going about Grandpa.
Here's the thing I think everybody's missing. Everybody's saying that Biden doesn't have any brain cells left, that he can't talk, he can't do nothing. And let me tell you something. For a guy who's probably been dead for the past 30 years, I think he looks pretty good. I don't know what kind of animatronics they've got propping him up, but props to those people. They should be working in Hollywood.
Tommy,
it's baby blood.
It's a small world.
When he was going on,
they let the interns work on the one where the microphone kept disappearing. That was,
Jesus, man. When he was going on about Grandpa, though, I was just like, wow, really?
He was probably defecating on himself right there. He defecated
because everyone was the media was so loud when we had a loudmouth. I mean, whatever you think of a loudmouth in office for 4 years.
Yeah.
But now we have a bumbling moron, and that's just silence. It's like the status quo. Everyone wants their politicians to be just like retarded and quiet.
Can I
Grandpop and Corn Pop.
Can I ask a legitimate question? So Joe Biden has been in government for roughly 50 years. He's been sucking that teat for 50 years.
Yeah,
advocating for segregation for most of them.
Has openly made racist ass statements, calling inner city schools jungles.
Yep.
Openly associated with the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, and I don't think his trip to Howell was a fucking mistake. I say that as somebody who lives in Michigan.
Well, he associated with two high people in the Klan too.
Yeah. So this is the man right here that energized the Democratic Party, and I say that tongue in cheek because we know it's not the Democratic Party anymore. But got more of the black vote than the first black president in the history of our nation, who was the velvet glove to George Bush's iron fist. Honestly, Obama was a captivating speaker when he had a teleprompter. So you're telling me that this bumbling, fucking senile, dementia-ridden cocksucker that can't formulate a sentence without
sniffer,
it got more votes than Barack Obama did?
Well,
I'm just.
It tells you one of two things.
Chips?
I don't know. It tells you one of two things, Etep. Okay, let's just say that the koofery and the many things that came out that could have suggested that there was maybe something nefarious going on with the election. Let's just say that's not even a case. Let's just say that it is simply the power of social media to spin, control information in a way that can elevate someone who's obviously racist and incompetent to that point to gain that many votes. That in itself is a little more scary to me than just the basic stupidity of the general population.
Now let me say this: the man that he unseated as president spent the last year basically kissing the ass of the people that wanted to see him swinging from the gallows in the fucking streets, because I sit right in the goddamn middle, and there wasn't a person on the goddamn right that was asking for a fucking vaccine. Barely was there. No. Who
No,
the
it
fuck was
wasn't.
asking for it? And he spent his last year in office kissing those people's asses that wanted to see him in front of a firing squad at Guantanamo Bay or in a fucking gallows, and calling him the bad orange man, the racist man, you know, because he called out the fools from China, which the fuck it was. And so he ain't the fucking grand savior. I will say that right now. Unequivocally, I will say that right now. And
absolutely.
don't hold, and that's the thing, people hold him as a demigod. Do not do that. Do not do that, because you lend credence to the other side when you do that, and you make yourself look stupid. Because no man deserves to be worshipped as a king. That's a problem, because absolute power, we all know, corrupts absolutely. And I'm not saying he was absolutely corrupt. I'm not saying that. But he did, like I said, he did kowtow and bend the fucking knee at the end. He absolutely did. When he should have come out guns blazing. If they want to make you out to be an outlaw and you know you're going out, what do? You go out like an outlaw. You don't cower and whimper in the corner. No.
Going out in a blaze of glory.
That is absolutely
hell
correct.
yeah, you go
and
out
that is
guns
not
blazing.
that is not what he did. That is
I'll
not.
throw it another
and
way.
for them to say that insurrection on January 6th was his, he didn't plan that shit. That was a bunch of loosely gathered people.
That wasn't even an insurrection, though. That's the
no.
That's
That's
why
I said air
They would have been firing guns. They would have been killing people left and right, and they would have torched that building.
And anyone that says that is worse than 9/11, you can suck my
Oh,
dick.
yeah,
Because that is
absolutely.
fucking disrespectful as shit to everybody that
Well-
died in that. This just,
Well, again,
I'm done.
Remember Ashley Babbitt.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Justice for Ashley, because look, again, folks, remember, and my live stream is still up on this channel if you search it, because thankfully at the time I didn't think about it, but I'm glad I didn't put hashtags on it. So it's hiding, chilling in my videos, but it's there. And you can see, even though my stream is poor quality, you can see as I'm walking through, these are average, everyday Americans at this event. There isn't shenanigans going on, and it lends credence to exactly what Tucker told you a few weeks back when he said the FBI were the unnamed co-conspirators. This was an op.
Well, there was that footage that was released because the prosecutors in that case failed to get it blocked, where it shows people just calmly walking in. What you need to go find is the footage of the Tifa members off on the side being shown, changed from black bloc into MAGA gear, and then going off and causing a ship.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But it's also
Breaking the
been,
windows.
it's been,
Yeah.
Two
it's
pieces
been-
of footage. You should be able to convince anybody.
But it's also been confirmed too with the FBI agents that were there to help incite all that shit. And one of them who refused, they can't find them right now.
Well, so many of these ops are being run around the country, Vinny, where they're setups in order to scapegoat average American people, because what they're trying to do is create a boogeyman, you know, where they go and say, hey, look, this person is an insurrectionist, this person is a domestic terrorist. They want to push that because it gives justification to all the shit that they're doing, where they're purging patriots out of the military for being, quote, extremists. They're doing it within the ranks of the federal government. Anybody that happens to vocally stand up and say, I'm a patriot, I love this country, so on and so forth, well, guess what? You're considered an extremist, and they're trying to find people to scapegoat it on and say, look, we have evidence, you know, and it's absolutely sinister. It's setting up.
Yeah.
It's setting up citizens that are, you know, really and truly regular Americans like you and I, but they're being set up and led astray because these, you know, bad actors are inciting it, and they work for the 3-letter agencies, and that
for sure. Yeah, 2 points I want to make. Wookiee supremacy's right. Building 7 didn't kill itself. Fact.
Yeah.
And did you hear about the major who's they threw him in jail? What happened with that situation?
the guy that you're not talking about Scheller, you're talking about the other guy that was handing the baby over the fence. Yeah.
The one that spoke, the one who spoke out against
Maureen.
Millie and the rest of them.
Yeah, Scheller. That's Stuart Scheller.
I'm talking about that guy. Did you hear what happened with that prick?
Yeah, he's in
Trump and his son raised a bunch of money for him. They raised $2 million, and he doesn't want Trump's help. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about too. That how brainwashed these people all are. It's absolutely ridiculous and disgusting.
Oh, Rudy brings up a good point. Military had, quote, extremist training early this year. It was, quote, white people training under another name.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Marine Corps allows turbans in uniform if it's your thing. Yeah, it's
They
getting
also
bad.
they
It's
also
getting
had
bad,
them.
Rudy.
They also had them walking in high heels.
Yeah.
You can look at that footage.
Forbidden Ruin says.
Wait. What? In high heels?
Yeah,
Yep.
there is. There is footage of that.
Well, you and Scotty would do really good in the military right now.
Kiss my ass, Tommy. That's okay.
Steven, if you go back and watch when Alex was on Tim Pool's stream a few months back, he actually pulls up that article and video and says this happened. They made these army guys go through. Weren't they Green Berets?
Why?
Some special forces. They made
for
them
sensitivity
some
training.
some stupid thing.
Sensitivity training?
Okay, can
Yeah.
I? Why?
They're men. They're warriors.
Special,
They're fighters.
yeah. Special
It was
forces
for
doesn't need.
China. It was for China to show how weak America is. That's what that was.
Mhm.
Yeah, special
Yeah.
forces doesn't need sensitivity training. They need to know how to be efficient killers, be stealth,
Exactly.
and get in, get out, and get the fuck home.
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
they need to know how to
right.
do.
Yep.
Tony said it is fairly easy to spot a Fed, a bit harder to pick out an informant. Pro tip to watch out for when people try to get you to put things in writing or state something that can be recorded. Yeah, I mean, and that's right.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with Brandon Darby, but there's two really good documentaries on Brandon Darby, who was an FBI informant and set some kids up. There's one from the kid's perspective, and then there's one from his perspective. And Brandon Darby, I'm sorry, some people like him, but he's not a good guy. Guy was a rat. Mm-hmm. And it goes into in detail how he set these kids up. They were doing YouTube videos, prank stuff. You know, like that one guy, Renetto, that used to put like Mentos and Coke. They were doing that kind of shit. And he's like, hey, you guys want to firebomb the RNC? And he set him up.
Jesus. That's the jump off, going from putting Mentos and Coke to firebombing the RNC.
Oh,
Yeah,
on
that
top
definitely
of that,
sounds like some CIA, FBI shit right there.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They are all batshit crazy. Did you hear about the woman who was running around dressed as a KKK, and they found out it was a black woman?
Yeah.
Because she was trying to spread fear in her neighborhood.
It was Clayton Bigsby's wife.
Something like that happened similar in my hometown of Sacramento. They're these spray paintings of like KKK and we hate whatever.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be these black teenagers doing it.
Yeah.
Because they're learning it from social media. They're learning it from the people around them.
Yeah.
There's no racism to be found. Let's create some so we can.
I want to share.
Bullshit.
Stephen, I want to share this, and this is a tweet from a great. Let's see, hold on, let me get it up because my Twitter. Let me get it up. This is from the Libs of TikTok account.
That's great.
That's a great follow.
Yeah, it is. So if you haven't been following Libs of TikTok, folks, they are a great account. They actually got pulled down for a while off Twitter, but
that's how you know they're good.
But they really do have good information on there. And this is a tweet.
They do.
This is a tweet that I'm going to share from them because this illustrates how bad that things are when we talk about our friends in Australia. Look at this clip. This is one of the new ones. So let's go with this. Let's see. Let me make sure that the audio's
make sure
up.
that they are who they say they are as well. If they don't
So just let it play again.
Period. That's when health officers come knocking. Today, the call has gone out to everyone in home quarantine in Victoria. Take part of our pilot program, and what that means is they will receive random phone calls and they have to answer within 5 minutes with a selfie sent to this app, which will then geo-track where that person is and to make sure that they are who they say they are as well. If they don't answer within that 5-minute period, that's when health officers come knocking. Pete, today
they were actually talking about this a few months ago that they were going to do this kind of shit.
Yeah. This is what happens when you let them take your guns, people.
Yeah, this is.
I got my own health officer for these folks.
Yep.
This is the.
His name is Smith and Wesley.
This is the technocracy, though. This is the tech state, man. They, you know, they're tying it in with big tech, and
You
this
got to
is,
control all the ants. You got to make sure where everything's going. They want to control everything, the way you think, where you go, how you, where you shop. They want to be able to change the algorithm easily, so that if they need to feed more or funnel more money into one part of the economy that they need, then they can. That's all that's about.
No, hail to Mr.
Money.
Grant Gregory. Grant, yeah, you are a proud Aussie, my friend, and you know, we'll make sure. By the way, it is Mr. Grant Gregory's birthday. I met
Happy
Grant.
birthday.
I met Grant
Happy birthday,
on Comics Division stream. He is having a birthday stream later, folks. So make sure that we come and show Grant some love over there, because I'm going to stop over there myself later.
Let me throw a link in the private chat. I'll throw it out in the
jump on his stream.
What
so,
the hell? What
But
the
Tehillim
hell,
and
y'all?
Tehillim and Mr. Grant Greger are saying some things later on in comments that are interesting.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and read that one, BD?
Tehillim says, not all guns were taken. Don't believe that myth, and all the vids they showed you of the guns being given up. Interesting. And then Mr. Grant Gregory says the same thing. It has nothing to do with guns. We have more guns now than we did back then.
Oh, wow.
I don't think enough people know this, because I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I look at those and shout out to Memeology, because they do some kick-ass their videos are like very quick hitters, and I love the stuff they do on Australia, because it really sheds a light on the insanity that's running rampant down there, which makes like is that blockheaded son of a bitch? It looks like he stepped off the Gumby set. Is that the prime minister or something? Is he, or is that doofus just a spokesman? Because the guy that's always coming out and then laying it down. I see.
Well, they got rid of
the one woman just resigned.
The one woman,
she
was
New
South Wales.
South Wales. Yeah, she resigned.
Yeah, because they're investigating her.
Yep.
Because
All
the
that corruption.
businessman / politician called them out, and he said it that she's been accepting millions of dollars from Pfizer and a couple of the other companies.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
And she was also doing something with, because Lethal covered it this last Saturday. She was also in an affair or something with another politician that was also taking money too. So,
Classy people.
Hey, Mr. Grant Gregory, man, I don't know the guy's name. Like I said, he's always the one doing the speaking in the Memeology videos that just makes him look like a tyrant. Basically, he says my description of him looking like a blockhead doesn't narrow it down.
It's very good that you know I'm glad that these clips are making it out, because I really hope, and my heart goes out to the people, the great people of Australia and New Zealand, for that matter, that they, you know, are able to break out of this tyranny. And I really honestly think that they are piling the tyranny on those places because it's a test bed for things that they want to do in the bigger countries.
Yep.
And I don't think it's I think this is 100% by design. I don't think it's a coincidence.
The beta testing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I hate to say that, because I know that you know, Australians and New Zealanders are affected by this in their countries, but this is a test bed for the rest of the Western world. And you know, they're just they figure they can try it there. If it works, they're going to roll this out. They're going to really attempt to roll this out. All of this same stuff that they're pulling there. Mark my words.
Oh, yeah.
And there's even, I don't know if you guys have paid attention to it and seen the pictures, you know, and we are going to venture a little bit into conspiracy territory here, but if you pay attention, I know some people zoomed in on some of the riot police uniforms, and they kind of had this weird, like, predator symbol. And people wondered what that was about. Well, it looks like some of those, quote, riot police are actually mercs. They're mercenaries. They're contractors.
True. I think ETEP's got to go.
Yeah, I got a jet.
Do you have to take op ETEP?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I know. You I think you have a stream this evening as well.
I'm over on the Clown World Review, my co-host Tony Tone Deaf's channel. Go over and subscribe to him because he makes wonderful content. We are reviewing the Monday Night Wars tonight. We are in the last week of October and first week of November of 1995 with both Raw and Nitro. So you can, if you so wish after this over, you can come check us out over there. We'll still be going. That's usually about a 2-hour to 2.5 hour show. And if you want to come subscribe to me, which during the stream, I've got my way back up from $7.99 to $8.02, which I was at $8.05 and dropped back down $6. So thank you to everybody. Humbly, I do appreciate your subscriptions. I bust my ass, man. I stream 5-6 days a week sometimes. I put out 4 to 6 videos a week at times. So I work hard over there, and just doing the Lord's work, making.
And on a personal note, folks, I can say thank you for supporting ETEP, because this man, he's good people. He loves his country, and he's a good dude. He supports the community, and when it comes to pro wrestling and stuff like that, there is no finer vintage. Make sure that you check this man out. He knows his stuff.
And I will say, this belt right here, this is not a gimmick belt. This is a former. Let me just say, this belt has been in some great hands. I stole this belt from another promotion. It got lost in a move. This belt has been in the hands of the original Sheik, Bobo Brazil, and some great fucking wrestlers that have graced the great state of Michigan for a certain promotion. So I just kept this when they loaned it to my promotion. It got lost in a move. So this is this was our stable when I wrestled. We were an NWO tribute stable. 10-year pro wrestler. But so come on over if you want to watch the Monday Night War review tonight. That's the Clown World Review, and I am Etep Okuin of Etep Okuin's Place to Be Reviews. Long name, amazing results. If you can't remember that, just search Pixar Moms with Dump Truck Asses. The #1 video to come up on YouTube will be mine. So thank you all. I appreciate you.
Before you go, Etep, because I know I got to get up with you about this, but before you go, folks, I want to let you know, me and ETEP, and we're going to try to cook up a meetup out this way. A Northeast meetup, and I'm going to get with ETEP. We're going to see if we can't roll out some logistics, see what we can make work. So,
dude,
we will keep you guys in the loop for that one.
And I have to tell you, it killed me, because when I was coming down for Horror Hound, when I got sick, I was really sick. I'm still kind of like dealing with some lung stuff from that. It wasn't a coof. I took a test negative. I was gonna surprise you, because I was gonna be in Cincinnati, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit Drew up, and I was gonna surprise you, but I got sick, and it's like, that's why I never said anything about it, because I couldn't come down anyway, because I was there for 3. I was gonna be there for 3 nights, but we're gonna do this. You're not more than like 3 or 3.5 hours from me, if that. So
exactly.
That's it. I've driven farther than that for a $10 wrestling booking, so I have no problem coming to see you, brother. That's not a problem.
Yeah, so we'll see if we can't work out the logistics on that. Hit me up tomorrow, bro. We'll
Yes, sir.
Work something out. All right,
brother. Thank you all. Love you, panel. Love the chat. Have a good night.
Out, my friend.
See you soon, pal.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for hanging.
Thank you.
I better get going too. I'm on those streams as well. We like talking wrestling.
All right. Well, Vinny, go ahead and plug Shadow of the Kraken, because I know you're going to talk about that, baby. And
man.
Course,
that's my powerful.
Of course, thank you again for hanging out. This show is not the same without you, and you know that. You are awesome, and you are supremely talented, my friend.
Oh, dude, no, I really do appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. I love hanging out with everybody. Man, it's always a blast. But the other thing I want to say too is, just again, this community is so great. If you haven't yet, subscribe to everyone's channel here. Give everyone a little bit of love. We've been seeing a lot of familiar faces now popping up in a lot of different streams, which is really, really awesome. But I'm pretty much there with hours. I'm like less than 100 hours away, and I'm less than 100 subscribers away. So if you guys want to go check out my channel, it's just how you see it on the screen, Vinny Art. And yeah, man, we're having a good time over there. I do toy reviews, art classes, you name it. We have these great streams all the time on Fridays and Sundays. Sunday's the longer one. Fridays I kind of showcase other creators mostly. Sunday I do that too, but we have more kind of like a hangout as well. It's a damn good time. But if you guys want to see just I did an update on my campaign as well, but what I could do, I could share a screen real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you share
pretty
that,
short.
my friend?
If you guys want to see something pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, share that up.
With that, hold on a second. Sometimes computers just act like dicks, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, always. Yeah.
There we go. So I started doing some more of these time-lapse videos for you guys. So I want to get more, progress shots in for everybody who's been waiting on the book. I am into the last act of the book, so there's going to be a lot of action and cool shit happening. Some
Are there going to be
spoilers.
titties?
Of course there's going to be titties. There's always titties in
Okay,
these books.
all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
offended. Of course there's titties.
Titties, ass, and beer.
You got titties.
Come on. Titties,
What
ass, and
are
beer.
you, stupid?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
show
boobs
quick.
derailed Vinny. I had a whole spiel going on, and then it was boobs.
Can y'all imagine what a full animated movie in this style would be like? That would be absolutely breathtaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the best creators in the community. One of the most proven. Cares about the fans, cares about his product, cares about what he puts out, man. Support independent creators and get this book.
Yeah, that's a great comic right here.
So be sure go check out, Shadow of the Kraken. I still have other books available as well, Through the Woods, City of Venus. Go check out those. Those books, they ship immediately. This one, I'm still working on it, but I'm on a good track. So end of the year, early 2022 is what I'm looking at right now for this.
All right. Well, that's awesome, Vin. Thank you so much. And, we're thankful for the appearance by the Fouch.
I hate the Fouch. But anyway, guys, love you all. Have a great night.
And no Christmas, right?
Do you want me to do that? You want me to do it? Fine, I'll do it before we leave. There is no Christmas. There is no God. There's only Fouch. Pray to the Fouch. Fuck the Fouch. He's a piece of shit. Infowars.com. Thank you, everyone.
Band.video, man. Band.video.
Band.video.
But Infowars still works.
All right. And then there were 7, but this is the Magnificent 7, folks. So, all right, yeah, I'm really glad that we're able to go through what's going on because, man, it just gets crazier every day, and I see and I see this ridiculousness of just stuff that you wouldn't believe that is happening. Just it comes out of nowhere, and it's like, my goodness, what the hell is happening to organized society? And I keep the faith, folks. I try to stay optimistic, but my God, sometimes it feels like we're in the end times, and I'm not kidding you. I've had conversations with Final Death Star, and he, shout out to him. I am so happy to be his co-host on Sundays on Enter the Unfamiliar, where we talk about things like Sasquatch and interesting things like that. But it's he's often made the point to me that this feels like the end times, and he's tied in the exact Bible verses to that coincide with it. And when you look at it, it really does feel that way, and it it bothers me. So
it really bothers him. He echoed.
Yeah.
All right. It is what we had to do.
Oh, geez.
We couldn't have the Magnificent 7. It was no good. We got to have the Hateful 8. Now there are 2 of us. This is getting out of control.
Now there are 2 of them. Oh, God.
That's great.
Tommy. All right, guys. So, what is what is your thoughts on the? Let's see, we got to do the "Let's Go Brandon" meme. I forgot to do that because I want to cover that so bad. So, what are your thoughts on the "Let's Go Brandon" chant? Because I know everybody's seen it. We're gonna do.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, are you in for a treat? Oh God!
Live reaction. Do it live.
This is great. Yeah. So,
would that be "fuck Biden"? We'll do it live.
Yeah. So this so this is one of those things where it was plainly obvious, and they couldn't cover it up. But NBC Sports tried so hard to cover this, and they did it. It was just such an epic fail. But there was a very epic meme born out of this moment, Wes, and you have to see this. So let me go ahead and share this up.
I think it was a clever idea in the moment, but it just doesn't hold up very well.
Oh, it did not land whatsoever. So, all right, you share this, and here we go.
Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were
what?
Those first 2 seconds and just watch and learn. What did you learn that helped you there in those closing laps?
It was learning. Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, and you can hear the chants from the crowd. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you were going to.
Let's go, Brandon.
Clear as day.
Yep. So so a meme was born, folks, and that is the meme that has swept the nation. And so we now have a rallying cry to get behind. It's called "Let's Go Brandon." So and so when you see the hashtag "Let's Go Brandon" rolling around, well, there you go. That's where it began, and it's just so hilarious because. Again, the NBC reporter, and I kind of feel for her because in the broadcasting business, when shit like that happens, and I went to school for broadcasting, so I understand this. There's not much you can do in the moment.
Yeah, you deflect as much as possible.
I would have went with it. I mean, that's me personally, but you guys know the way that...
I didn't hear any audio. Was there something I was supposed to hear?
Did you seriously not?
No.
He had his head buried in a tree. Of course you didn't hear it, Walton.
He was in there eating that sweet
my
sap,
browser glitched out. Maybe that was me. I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything.
So basically what it was is they were interviewing a NASCAR driver, Steven, and the crowd was chanting F Joe Biden. Well, the driver's name is Brandon. And the interviewer, the lady that was interviewing him, said, "Oh, look, the crowd is chanting, 'Let's go, Brandon.'" So, but on the video, it was clear as day that the crowd was chanting F Joe Biden, but it was "Let's go, Brandon."
Gotcha.
So the meme was born. It says hashtag "Let's go, Brandon." So yeah,
let's go, Brandon.
That's hilarious.
Let's put the clip in the private chat for you, Steven.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, it was great to see. But that is the spirit of America. People are standing up because this has been a thing, folks. And I've seen it plenty because I've seen plenty of videos. There was a great one that I saw from a Stained concert that somebody showed me yesterday, as a matter of fact. Aaron Lewis brought out a banner, and the crowd was already chanting it even before he brought the banner out. But Aaron Lewis brought out a banner that said, "Fuck Biden," and it was absolutely wonderful.
And the subtitle.
Yeah.
And fuck you if you voted for him.
Yeah, exactly. And this movement has power because people around the country are, saying enough is enough. We need to get this incompetent moron out of office. And
well, I mean, it's not going to end with him, though.
No,
that's the biggest problem because
Well,
they
yeah.
have all the other jackals sitting right behind him, ready to pounce on this, and take the agenda to the next
Well,
level.
that's exactly it, Tommy. You know, and
I mean, quite honestly, I mean, I think really at this point, honestly, until his term is up and we can get somebody else in, we're probably better off with that idiot in the front seat because he's incompetent.
we are. Yeah, because we got two other idiots behind him that we do not want to go in there.
Well, no, you don't want Kamala, and you don't want.
Did you say Kamala?
Yeah,
I'm calling her Kamala too. What?
Yeah.
They're all figureheads. It doesn't matter. They're all
And you
figureheads.
don't, and you definitely don't want,
Pelosi.
the Pelosi.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Boy, that would be just like having the same problem we got now if you get that old hag in there.
oh god,
Exactly.
yes, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we do want Pelosi because she might be, drunk and dumb enough to try to push her own agenda against the powers that be.
Dude, she's like,
the same
she's like,
agenda.
gays. I swear to God, that woman's like the bad drunk Nana. She's just like, oh, you're just like sitting there like, oh fuck, Nana got drunk, fuck.
That's an insult to Nana.
I've heard things behind the scene which I've been asked never to discuss, but I know why she's as bitter as she is.
Why is
I've
that
heard,
happening?
well, I can't
Was
really
the
talk
shit in her
about
driveway?
I can't really talk about why, but let's just put it this way. It has to do with her tenure in the Senate from the beginning until now. There's a lot of things that happened that made her as bitter as she is.
There shouldn't be career politicians, period. Because frankly, look, at the end of the day, there should be term limits, and I think we all know that. And I think the chat knows that. You know,
I don't think term limits are going to do any good if you have gerrymandering and you have the staff power that you have. You have to address those two issues. Otherwise, you're just not gonna. It's not going to matter.
Yeah,
you're going to get a lot of Kamalas, is what you're going to get.
You're going to get a rotating door of people with the same.
And one thing I want to touch
probably
on.
rotates a lot.
One thing I want to touch. One thing I wanted to touch
It's
on.
less rotating and more barn doorish.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh god.
Oh, you had to bring up beef curtains. Oh,
God. Did we need a beef curtain reference for the day? My goodness. Oh Jesus. But
I mean, I think so.
But the thing is, and I wanted to get your guys' take on this because I know that in the infrastructure bill, they're trying to push that whole thing of spying on your bank account. Where, and I don't know if you guys heard about this.
Oh yeah, the $600 or more.
If you have $600 or more in your bank account, the IRS has carte blanche to go and.
Well, hold on, Drew. You're missing the biggest point in there. It's not just that you have $600 in your account. If at any point in 1 month you have $600 gross in your account, and it doesn't matter if all that money disappears for the end of the month, but if you have $600 deposited in your account, and one guy actually said, he said you could take $100, deposit in your account, take it out, put it back in, take it out, and if you do it 6 times, you've got $600 gross in your account that they will actually go after you and check into you.
I mean, it's crazy, yeah.
It's nuts.
I mean, you're talking about open surveillance on people's private finances, and this isn't them going after billionaires, okay? They're going after the average person.
No,
there's.
Go ahead, Wes.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of pushback with Know Your Customer in the Patriot Act. I believe $10,000 was the limit on that, and that was new. You know, they had to report that any transfers of $10,000, or the bank had to turn that in, and there was pushback on that. Now $600.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons I got into a huge argument. One of my friends, my childhood friends, about it because he wound up voting for Joe Biden, and I asked him why, and he said, "Oh well, I just don't like Trump." He didn't. He liked some of his policies and everything, but he just personally didn't like him. So he voted for Biden. I said, well, what are you going to do when Biden winds up raising your taxes and you're going to get hit for it? And he says, no, I'm not, because Biden said, I said, I really don't care what that politician said because all politicians are liars. So when he eventually comes for your money, what are you going to say then? He did not have an answer. Did not have an answer. And most of these people that voted for Biden, thinking that he was going to uphold to these fucking ideals like every other politician has over the years, give me a break. Then they're going to be crying the blues. So guess what? You know what? If you voted for Biden and you're upset that that's going to happen to you, tough fucking shit. Suck it up.
Hey, look, wow, you're actually able to get a hold of a live Biden voter? Holy shit. Wow, it's like a unicorn.
There's a handful.
I know, right?
Look, I think Trump could have done better if he had done two things differently. If he'd have just shut his damn mouth on Twitter, and if he'd have played the game with the establishment a little better than he did and made them think he was playing along. His problem was you guys were talking about earlier, he went up against them head on. He was very clear, like, I'm fighting what you guys are doing. If he'd have just made them think that he was playing the game and worked in the shadows against them, if he was a little better at that, we might not be in this situation right now.
But see, they already know that he wasn't one of them, because you have to be in the CFR and those types of organizations for them to really trust you. And he did throw them a bone by putting John Bolton in there, and that still didn't work.
He might
they
not
were
have
trying
attended the satanic orgies either.
So they knew. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying though. I think he could have done some things differently, and I definitely think Twitter he could have.
But Tina brings up a good point. It's the money movement that they are monitoring, not the ballots. So there is that.
It's a little bit of both, actually. I mean, honestly, because they said it right in the statement. Here's the problem: most people, their mortgages alone are going to be more than $600. So, damn near anybody, even rent. Most people, especially you live in the Northeast and everything like that, your rent is well over $600. So you tell me everybody needs to be monitored at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, Forbidden Ruin. I agree with you. Trump was the Twitter.
I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying that they use it against him a lot.
Oh yeah, they do. But they were looking for anything to use against him. It was a losing game one way or the other, Zach, because they were going to come after him full force for one thing or another. Because if there wasn't anything, they would have manufactured something, which we know that they tried to do. So.
Well, he didn't have a lot of avenues available to him to reach directly to the public, and Twitter was it. And And as we know from Facebook and what we've learned, people respond to negativity more than they do necessarily positivity. And so I think that he made the strategic decision to be that Twitter troll, to get his message out, to get that attention, because he knew he wasn't going to get it any other way.
Wes, if you could go
and
ahead.
I admit, I'm grasping at straws here. I'm not saying
if you could go ahead.
No, there are certain specific moments I can think of on Twitter where it's like you had an opportunity to unite there, Trump, to get people on your side, and that you could have phrased that differently or reached out differently.
Wes, if you could go ahead and hold court for a few minutes with these fine gentlemen, I need to step away to the restroom if you could.
Sure.
Number 1 or number 2, Drew?
Maybe this is just me. Maybe this is just me, though, Wes. But I've heard a lot of people. They really felt that Trump acted like a petulant child over a lot of issues instead of. And it's the same thing Brightest Day was saying. He needed to shut his mouth and just stop being so over dramatic about everything. I mean, look at the way he attacked so many people in his own cabinet.
It turned off a lot of normies, and I'm not saying he shouldn't have done it for any reason other than that. Like, when you can get, and we've seen this with entertainment now, as soon as the normies have a direction, like, that tends to be the prevailing thought, and if it goes against you, it's really hard to turn it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
I agree with that right there, because you still need them, so.
We need to convert normies into non-normies with as quickly as we can.
I'm not saying he should have fought him. I'm saying he should have fought him smarter.
Yeah, he should have used a lot more tact. He should have used more tact. There was a way to do it and not come off as so arrogant and pompous. And that's that's always been his style, though, because if you've ever paid attention to him from his days when he was on TV and before, that's exactly how he operates.
What I do give him a lot of credit for, and we were talking about it earlier. Somebody just dropped.
Yeah, Stephen.
Okay. So
probably had a
agrees, like he was nobody's savior, right? But what he did do was wake up a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't have been woken up, and motivated people who otherwise wouldn't have been motivated. And I give him all the credit in the world for that. And he did everything in his power to change and fight how he could. So, I mean, you could give him his faults, but give him his praises too. Like, that's really where we're at right now.
Yeah, because he, like you said, he really did start a ball rolling to what you said, Brightest. So, you got to give him respect and credit on that one. So.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they never talk about the accomplishments that he did make. I mean, look what he was doing in the Middle East before Biden got into office.
Well, and
they ignore that.
And let's
Yeah.
just be clear, there were a lot of snakes that unfortunately surrounded him. So they
even managed to get a hold of Ivanka.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And I was never a huge fan of Kushner. It was pretty obvious.
I think he himself was a snake. So, all right. Well, it looks like Steven had to run. So,
Or had to run.
He had the runs. Yeah, that absolutely.
I'm not sure if everybody's seen it or not, but I did. It's only like a minute and a half. The excerpt from I posted a link in the private chat from the Facebook fact checker, and I just thought that might be something fun for.
Yeah, we'll play that before we wrap up here, Wes. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Where let's see where it is. Okay, was
it should be up in the private chat. Yeah, there it is. It's above.
It's all the way up in there, like a
I see it. I see it. Okay, let me go ahead and open that up, and we'll go ahead and share that. So, all right.
I'm surprised that interview didn't get more views because that was a good interview.
Well, it kind of flew under the radar, and this has to do with our favorite quarter rolling friend, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, all
so
right.
he's fact checking Big Mike. Caught her a mid swing there.
Before I let you go, got a hazing ritual here.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you something, and I want you to tell me if you see anything. Is it?
Well, let me make
is
you
it?
bigger here.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the chat out of the bottom here. So I want you to look at the woman in the white pants. Is anything jump out at you?
That is not Michael Obama. That is Michelle Obama. I fact checked that many, many times. She does not have a penis.
Gotcha. Do you see anything there, though?
There is not a penis there.
Any
I
idea?
can't say that about Ellen, but I can. People get a
collection.
Any idea?
Let me tell you, a lot of the stuff that is out there making that allegation is photoshopped. I'm not saying that this particular one is. I don't know. I don't know enough about women's undergarments. I've got a little bit experience with genitalia, a little, but I'm not going to dissect. I just think this is mean, frankly. She's not a woman.
Did you hear that?
Wait, a little. Do you have a dick? Do you know how your own dick swings, buddy?
Did you hear the last? Did you hear the last part though? Did you hear the last part?
Yeah, he had like a Freudian slip. Said, "Yes, she's not a woman." That was great. Oh man, Trina says,
I don't want to know how he checked it.
No, wait a minute. How the guy just admitted he has no experience with genitals or women's undergarment. How did he fact check this exactly if he doesn't have any experience or any know-how?
Oh, God.
Maybe he asked her. I don't know.
That's a man, baby.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
That was a dick.
That's my opinion!
No, that's his dick.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Thank you for that, Wes.
What? Oh, God. We could use a pile of cocaine right now.
Spending $150 million on cocaine would make sense.
Yes.
Oh, we did quarter roll Gary too, by the way, on Bear's channel.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go around the the panel and we'll let these esteemed gentlemen do their outros and tell you folks where they can be found. And we will start with course, my co-host on the Pegasus Actual Podcast, and that is Brightest Day.
How you doing, everybody? You can find me here, both on YouTube and on Twitch. After this stream, I will be doing a 1-hour model building stream where I will talk about my 400 subscriber stream tomorrow, which will be me playing Far Cry 3 from start to finish, which will be on YouTube and Twitch. And then after that, at 10 o'clock, I will be on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser for Toxic Tuesday discussing Desperado.
You didn't mention if enough people show up for it that you will put the model glue in your hair.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't mention that. Also, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, I read sci-fi novels on Booked with Brightest Day. It's my primary piece of content.
Yeah, and what do we have on Thursday?
Oh, you just said it. Pegasus Actual Podcast. If that wasn't completely obvious by then.
That's right.
All of this.
That's right. I just love shilling our own show.
Good show.
So there we go. And we would go over to another great gentleman and wonderful friend of mine, my brother, Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast.
Oh, I moved. Okay. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast here. I talk about current events, pop culture, occasional conspiracy theories, occasional car talk, gaming streams, and vlog about whatever the heck I want to because it is my webcast. Tonight we have Trekking on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and tomorrow, whatever Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. And videos, whenever. Hope to see you there, my friends. We will see you.
All right.
Send them money. Send them money. Send them money.
Disease says Gina was a man. Fucking
Medina. Yeah.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Oh, man.
Tinkle your Finkel dinkle?
Go over to my boy, one of the best authors and all around comic creators in the community, just one of the great people that I know and a good person, and that is the Red Gaze. All right, brother, take it away.
Well, thank you, my man. Yeah, Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter. Started doing some video series where I'll narrate the first 5 pages of some of the indie comics that I got, just to kind of give you a taste of what's out there. So check those out. First one was Through the Woods by Vinny Tartamella, who was on the panel. Very awesome book, awesome guy. And also Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we do Rogues Gallery, which is indie comics promotion. Any promotion, really. If you have a YouTube channel to promote or, a novel, even if you do short films, whatever. If you want some exposure, you want to come hang out, just hit me up on Twitter. And sunsword.com is where you get all the good stuff. If you're into hard-hitting space fantasy action adventure, that's what I'm all about, and that's what I do. So check me out. Thank you very much. Hail the chat, hail the panel. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it, brother.
Dude, yeah, Gaze, I love having you on the show, dude, because, you have really consistently well thought out takes, and I appreciate your opinion because, even in the midst of doing all that creating, I know you keep a good eye on what's going on in the world, and I do appreciate that about you.
That's right, too.
Does he have a choice? He only has one good eye to use.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a dick.
After you just talked about exposure, God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fact check this, baby.
Go over to the master of the lily pad, the one gay frog, the man with the millimeter Peter, all the accolades in the world, Jed.
Hey everybody. I haven't been feeling that great lately, so I've just been chilling out in a few places, but you could find me on here on Tuesdays, and you can find me over on Comix's on Thursday with a Thursday night throwdown, on Matt's on Friday on Foulball Productions, and then Snow on Cotton Connection on Saturday nights. But we started a new channel, but like a lot of things got derailed. But we're at 42 subscribers and Jed and Retro Screwball Society. It's gonna be basically a channel for everything instead of just pop culture. So like conspiracy, UFO, everything, politics, whatever, comedy, So Yeah, so if you go that, and we're still in the archivist, it's just things got derailed a bit. So, but I want to say thank you to Drew and everybody here on the panel. Please, guys, go subscribe to them because they're all awesome. They're all rogues. And subscribe to all the rogues and, everybody in the Con Connection. So, thank you, guys.
I don't think enough people give you credit, Jed. I really loved you in One Crazy Summer.
On that note, last but not least, we have Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Big thanks to Tommy for having me on last night on Going Old School because, man, that show's awesome. And go ahead, Tommy. Let folks know where they can find you.
Oh, I appreciate you being on there, Drew. It's always fun to talk about those old things from the past. If you want to catch retro discussions Going Old School, it's every Monday at 6 p.m. where we have a panel of people who come on and talk about those things from the past that we love so much, and we try to avoid the garbage that we're seeing right now, but every once in a while it kind of seeps in there a little bit. Kind of like a Walton in a oak or maybe a pine tree. So it is what it is. You got to take it how you get it. But one of the things I want to say on the way out here is everybody needs to be careful about some of the phonies and the fakes that you run across on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of phonies out there to pretend to be that they're something that they're not. Maybe they use I don't know, like fake ass shots of people. Try to claim it's their own. There's a bunch of snakes out there you just need to watch out for. We here at the Guinea Pig Collective, we don't take kindly to those people. We send our little cyborg guinea pigs out there to nibble off their toes, and we just don't give a shit. And if we've offended you, well, good golly, you probably needed to be offended. But anyway, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. And if you're giving consent, you're probably going to wind up Stephen Walton in your backyard, probably humping your tree and trying to force enemas on you. So be careful out there, people.
Yeah, we don't want that. Make sure as well, folks, check out Tommy's channel for that retro stuff. And also, I know that coming up, as I said, we're going to try and put together a meetup in the Northeast area, whether it be around Ohio, whether it be around Michigan. And we're going to try to, the logistics of it, try to get it towards Halloween so we can have a Halloween together and do something really cool. If we could do it up this way, hopefully, maybe we could do Cedar Point, go to Hollow Weekends. I will let you guys know more details on it when we have something concrete worked out. I'm going to discuss it with ETEP. I'm going to discuss it with a few other people and see if we can't put something together. So we will let you know about that. If you just make sure that you follow me on Twitter at Supreme Heretic. Make sure that you follow all these gentlemen on their various channels and on social media. And until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because we need to look after each other in the sick world that we're living in right now. So we will see you again next time.
They think it's right to murder. They want to murder. Look at all the people, and they get a kick out of it. A sexual kick out of it. The whole thing, I think it's sick. I mean, I don't know.